Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of My Fiber Fun. It's pre-story time. Now, before I get started, first of all, it is early afternoon. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I'm filming early today. Because it is 3 in the afternoon, the phone might ring. I have the iPhone. Bear with me. I want to get a camera, but right now it's a little out of my range. So it'll be a while before I get an actual digital camera to film on. And then also the other thing is in a few months, my contract will be up, thank God. And I will be going back to the Android phone. Now the Android phone, if your phone rings while you're filming, it will allow you to pause. The iPhone will not allow you to do that. Please don't suggest that I put it on Do Not Disturb. I tried all that. For some reason, this iPhone, which is an older one, of course, because it's 3 years old, it will not allow me to pause. If I do Not Disturb, it still rings. So the phone just might ring, especially since the surgical team, I'm expecting them to call. I'm expecting a call from my neurologist office because I had an appointment on the day of my surgery. So I called and left a message and asked them to call me. But in my message, I did explain to them that I will be having cataract surgery on that day and I would need to reschedule. So 9 times out of 10, they will be calling at some point today. So it may happen while we're filming. Shut up, Oklahoma. I know y'all heard that. Okay, now let's get the preliminaries out the way. Oklahoma, stop. You're embarrassing me. Oh my God. It never fails. It shows out in front of company, okay? And when you hear those noises, it's either active or it's gas. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it's covered. So that's probably why it's angry. I'm glad y'all know about the stoma, okay? So these noises shouldn't embarrass me. That's just the way it works. Okay. And it might get noisy again as I talk. Because when you talk, if there's air in there, the air will come out. Okay, now, the preliminaries. Oh, wait, before we get to the we'll do the preliminaries. I did my final, and wait a minute, I know I've said this 10 trips to the liquidation. Ooh, I'm messing up today. The liquidation store. 10 trips ago, I said, this is it. This is it. This is it. Well, today, this is it. Oh, these people almost said the bad word here. They have doubled down on the disrespect, y'all. So no. Q can't do it anymore. But I got what I wanted out of it. Yeah, I spent a little more than what I should have, but really, I wasn't really looking for big sales, so to speak. I was specific with what I wanted, and I got everything that I wanted. So for me, that's a win-win situation. I feel that I've won. And I still came out lower, spending a lot less than what I normally would have spent, but I wasn't really concentrating on the sales. And maybe I'm part of the reason, in fact, I know I'm part of the reason why I was told what I was told today. Number one, and I already knew this because So It Seems, and join her channel. It's a real nice channel. It's called So It Seems, spelled S-E-W, it, S-E-A-M-S. Perfect pun for her channel name. I love it. Okay, but anyway, So It Seems, I watched her video last night and she had paid a trip to the liquidation store and she makes crafts. She doesn't sew like big ticket items or, big things. She uses her sewing as a craft, but she sews. So she went to try to get some fabric. So now there's a 2-yard minimum. So I already knew that. And of course, it's written on the thing. I didn't film while I was there because I was in and out. I was real specific today. I knew exactly what I was looking for, and that's what I got, and I got out. But I got my butt whooped, y'all. Got my butt whooped. Anyway, so that's number one. 2-yard minimum. And it's about to increase to a 5-yard minimum. Okay, that's fine. 2-yard minimum, but guess what they did? Now, you still see the 20% off there, but they hiked those prices up. And what I was going to get, I wanted some fabric because, I'm making my silk blanket, the Noro silk and cotton blanket, 40-40, and then 20% polyamide. And you guys, I went back with the heathered look. Sorry, that granny stitch was a yarn eater, and I felt that the amount of yarn that I have was not going to get the blanket big enough. And so I made the executive decision last night to go back to the heathered look. But let me tell you how I got the colors to pop almost just as well as they did with the granny square. Instead of, because when I was doing the double crochet before for that heathered look, or I didn't even know what a heathered look was until I did it, but I was going in between the stitches because it gives it a thicker feel when you're crocheting in between the stitches. I've always preferred that. But with this, I decided, let me just do it the regular way, just a regular double crochet. And I did that because I said perhaps the colors might be more pronounced when I do that. Here it is, you guys, it's folded up. But it did, it made the colors pop more than what they did when I had the stitches in between. And so I'm very satisfied with it. Now, I am going to frog it, you guys, because I took it to the liquidation store. That's why you see it loose like this. I took it because although I've been measuring with my little measuring tape, oops, just almost broke my picture frame. Although I've been measuring with my little measuring tape, it's hard to do that unless I lay it on the floor or whatever. So I let them lay it on the counter at the liquidation store so that I could get a proper measurement. It measured to approximately 1.5 yards. So I decided I'm going to put the backing on it, and that's why I went to the liquidation store. I said I may as well get the fabric, that way I can feel the fabric, and then I can decide, I can have them to measure this, and then I will know exactly how much fabric that I need. So I chained 200 stitches, and it's actually long enough. It touches the floor real well. You know what? I'm not going to change it. I'm going to just leave it as is. I'm going to leave it because it touches the floor and it comes way over my shoulder. This is going to be a big enough blanket. So that's it. And I have my backing, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. And then I also took my silk yarn. This is 100% silk. And I'm letting you know now, on Little Knits, they still have this. It's called KFI. It's 30% off. It's 100% silk. And it comes with a lot, okay? The ball, I mean, it's enough. One can get you a shawl or a nice infinity scarf. 2 balls will definitely get you a shawl. Okay, I just ordered 4 more because I had that Little Knits coupon or gift card, remember, that they gave me? And so I ordered 4 more of these, and guess what I've decided to make with this? I'm going to make me a 100% pure silk lap blanket. So it'll be the size of a baby blanket, and I'm quite sure I'll have some left over because it's going to be more than enough to make a lap blanket. And that's just for, like, if I happen to go to church, to a funeral, somewhere special where I need to cover my legs, especially if I have on a dress or a sundress, I will do it. And then the fabric that I got, I actually bought 3 yards of it. I bought double of what I would need for this blanket, and then it's going to be more than enough for me to back this blanket, and I got a color that will match both, and I'm going to show it to you in a few minutes. So anyway, yes, I'm going to make, and I'm going to go with a straight single crochet with this, and I'm going to make that lap blanket, and I will have a silk lap blanket. So that's what I've decided with on that. Okay, so here is what I bought at Joann's. First of all, I bought a zipper, and this zipper was $2. Remember when I was looking for the zippers the other day? Couldn't find them. They actually had the zippers. I guess, they might be afraid of theft or whatever. The zippers were like right by the cutting counter. It could be where they've kept them all along. I just didn't know that because I'm not a seamstress. But I bought this because I'm about to make a cardigan. And I've never made a cardigan before. I have attempted a sweater before, but it didn't come out well. But I found this really neat pattern for a chunky cardigan. And so I had bought a few, it's been a few months, 2 months now. I had bought, when it went on sale, the Barocco Remix Chunky. In fact, this is why I ended up getting the gift card, because this went on sale 50% off the day after I had purchased it. And it was already on sale. It was on sale for, I think it was like 20% off at Little Knits. And the very next day, they did a flash sale of 50% off. And I contacted them and told them, hey, I just ordered 10 balls of this. Actually 15 balls. I said, I just ordered 15 balls of this yesterday and I spent all this money and now it's 50% off. She was like, don't worry. And so they gave me the gift card, and it was quite a bit of money, and that allowed me to purchase 4 more of these, okay? And get my shipping paid for on top of that. So I think I have a few dollars left on that gift card. But anyway, this is the Barocco Remix, or Barocco Remix Chunky. It doesn't look chunky to me. It's considered a 5-weight yarn. And it is 30% nylon, 27% cotton, 24% acrylic, 10% silk, and 9% linen. Whatever it is, I love the look of this yarn, and they had different colors, but I went with the almond color because the one color that I wanted, which was a turquoise, it was called Pool, and it had the specks or flecks in them, which were for like a tweed look. There wasn't enough because I wanted to make sure there would be enough yarn for me to make the cardigan. And I'm going by a YouTube pattern. And I did actually post that pattern in another video. You know what? We're already at 12 minutes. But anyway, that's why I purchased this zipper. And I took this with me too, so that I could match it up real good, because I wanted the zipper for that cardigan. And the cardigan is chunky. It's done in all slip stitches all the way across, and it's going to have a knitted braid look. And I'll post the link again if I remember. Remind me, y'all. And then it has a hood. So that's why I bought the 15 balls of this, because I wanted to make sure, because I needed, I forget how many yards she mentioned in the video, but I know I have enough. And I'll probably have a little bit left over when it's over and done with. So that's that. Okay, so first thing was the zipper. Okay, the second item that I got, and I bought the very last one. To the person who told me what this was, thank you. Because when I went to look today, I couldn't find them in the original spot where it was like 5 of them the other day. I could not find them there. But they had moved a lot of that stuff to different areas. So I just kept looking at row after row. I was like, oh no, I hope these haven't sold out. I finally went right behind where the zippers were, as a matter of fact. And there it was. And it was the very last one. I got it. I got it. Ooh, I felt so victorious. So this is the sock egg. And I have so many socks with the holes. And I get holes in the toe and holes in the heel. And then I end up throwing the socks away. Not anymore, because now, and see, with me not being a seamstress, I never even knew there was something called a sock darner or darning egg for a sock. So this is just beautiful. So now I can get my holy socks sold with this. Okay. And last but not least, and back to Joann. Now this was expensive. I'm going to tell you. Like I said, they doubled down on the disrespect. And so I know that this is my last time going to Joann. And I knew that I knew in my heart of hearts, because when I walked out that door today, a wave of sadness, it was as if a death had occurred, swept over me. And that let me know this was it. I won't be going back, you guys. It's just no way. Because what I was told, because I got off that story, what I was told, other than, you know, the fabric, 2-yard minimum now, in the next week or so, 5-yard minimum. And the lady told me today, she said, you're doing the right thing by getting your fabric today. First of all, she confirmed that they raised the prices. And secondly, she said, there will be no huge discounts as far as the liquidation is concerned. And she said, because, and like I said, I'm probably part of the problem. she said, because people have been coming in and buying, and those powers that be, the liquidators, they want to make as much money as possible. I was also told, and I already was told that at the other liquidation store in White Lake, that they're going to be shipping things out. And so they're going to be opening up online. And I did pull up the app, and I see that the online one has like 40% off. I didn't see any 40% off today. Even in the clearance fabric, it's no longer clearance, because the clearance fabric was like 60% off. The signs are gone. It says clearance. And so the fabric I started to get was clearance, because I was like, let me go with the cheapest. Come to find out, that mess was so high. I was like, this isn't a clearance. Y'all may as well remove the clearance sign, because it's just as much as the regular fabric. And so this fabric was 20% off, but at 20% off, this is the price that they went up to. Let me find it. Okay, 100. I bought the 100% jersey cotton. Although she told me it was like a cotton polyester blend or something, because it's real soft. It's real nice. It wasn't that hard, stiff cotton stuff. Anyway, they had hiked the price up to $29. No, that's how much I paid. They had hiked the price up to $12.99 a yard. She told me it did not cost that much before. She said it was not that price, but they hiked that price up. And then I got 20% off, so I only saved $6.49. So for these 3 yards that I purchased, I paid $25. And so here it is, but it matches the silk. You know, it's gonna blend in with the middle color there. And it also matches this because of that blue, and then the purple is going to match for the backing. And believe me, if it wasn't for the fact that I wanted to get a feel of this, I would not have been paying the money. But she gave me extra, just like she did the other day. I don't know if y'all heard that on camera when it was like another half yard left of that tulle that I had purchased. She was like, here's a freebie. So she did the same lady. She did the same thing today. It was like a little bit left on that thing. She was like, I'll just give this to you. So they're sticking it to the man, y'all. They sticking it to the man. And I took it too. So I'm just sticking all this back in the bag. So let's get on to, I done spent 17 minutes talking. I ought to make this a second video. You know what? I will, because I'm not going to put y'all through all this long length business. So we're going to end this right now. So I'm going to title this differently. I'm going to call it Final Trip for sure. And then we'll get on to my next episode. Plus, I forgot to put my mic on. So the mic will be on for the next video. So y'all get a bonus today. And they're shorter, so that will be better for you. Okay, be right back. Bye-bye.